Guys, as we were talking about the striped fabric for the shirt, I have my pieces cut here. See, this is my back pattern. Yeah, this is my back pattern, and this is the seam allowance what I have already given to it. This is my back, right? Similarly, I have cut my front. Okay, this is my placket which have to be 1/4 and 1 inch. Okay, after the extension of 1/2 inch, right? You know that how to make a placket. Now I have two pieces over here. Assuming that I have stitched my placket, once my front is like this, yeah, this is my another front. So when I'm placing them together, see, this is how it will be. Yeah, I have my seam, obviously I have my seam elements here. Yeah, now see carefully while mitering, whatever I was talking about mitering, see, just see here, this is my blue line and these are my red or pink, whatever. Okay, so I have maintained it equally, so that in the placket also, when you are overlapping, as you know, our placket overlaps like this. When you are overlapping, before cutting, you will have to cross check whether it's falling on blue, then pink, and that side pink. So it's like coming into your check fabric mitered at the center front as well. Now on the front, I also have cut my pocket. As I was saying, I will see that my pocket will also miter, because sitting at home doing through online, mitering may have little problem. So what we are doing, we have mitered the center front placket and we are mitering the pocket. See, this is how. I have not given seam allowance, but my pocket shape will be here this way, and it will have seam allowance all side. So when you stitch properly, it will not show that there is a pocket also lying over there. Now assuming that you have stitched the placket, as I was telling you, to first start with your center front placket for your buttoning, and then I told you to stitch the sleeve placket as well. And then once that is done, then you will have to start working on attaching your yoke. Now see, this is my back pattern, and you know back was on fold. Yeah, back was on fold, right? So I open my back completely as a straight line. Yeah, and now guys, see very carefully. Yeah, this is my total back. I was talking to you about cutting the yoke also, and yes, yoke, I was saying, let us miter this part as well, right? So can you see my yoke here? This is half, right? And yoke also have to be cut on fold. I have my seam allowance 1/2 inch. Sorry, this also includes my seam allowance. Done, guys. This includes my seam allowance. So it means this yoke have to be stitched like this. Yeah. Now can you see the mitering happening over? I told you to cut 2 pieces of yokes. Yeah. So now you have 2 pieces of yoke. Yeah. So what you have to do is, first you take one yoke piece. Yeah. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. So place your yoke like this, facing your right side onto the floor, and then what you do, you bring your back part pattern and then place it, yeah, and then place your shirt yoke line also on the yoke pattern. Now what you do, you place the wrong side on the wrong side of the pattern. Now match the seam allowances. It's something like this. Yeah, so this is right side, this is right side, and the wrong side is in between. Once that is done, take your the next part of the yoke, the second yoke, and what you have to do here, this also have to be placed on this. What you do, the right side on right side. Yeah, right. So one layer is coming right side on right side, the other layer it comes wrong side on wrong side. Now keeping it like this, guys, you have, it means you have sandwiched your shirt pattern between the yoke. Now I'm taking needle and a thread. Guys, I think you remember I told you how to take a matching thread to the fabric, right? You are placing thread on the fabric like this and then you are checking it. Now guys, these are the two ends together. I'm stitching with double thread, okay? You know how to knot it. We have already learned in your third semester. Do this and then do this, right? So once this is done, now guys, what you have to do, on the seam allowance, you will have to stitch the whole line, keeping all the three layers together. Yeah, right. So this is my seam allowance. I'll start stitching on it. Guys, if you people are stitching with your machine hand, you will have to do a back stitch. Now when you are doing back stitch, it's right, you will have to do exactly like what I taught you in your third semester, making a dot at 1/8 inch and then start. I'm not making an inch here measurement, okay, but you will have to see. I have stitched the total yoke seam. Yeah, once that is done, now open your yoke. See, and you know what to do, right? You know, we generally open the seam layers, we do creasing like this, and then we crease the seam. See, check, right? Okay. Done. Yeah. Yes, as I was saying, I just wrote it here again. Yoke, the first yoke have to be on the right. The body on the top is right. The yoke on the top is wrong, right? Now you open these, and as you have done, right? And if anybody wants to have a lap stitch, you can have a running stitch, right? You know what is lap stitch. Keep this, fold, keep it aside. Now what you do, bring your front panels. Yeah, this is one of your front panel. So guys, listen, open this back. Yeah, open this back, right? And then place your front on the back, right? See, if you see very carefully, this is the right side of the fabric and this is the right side of the wrong and wrong. Now, how to these two yokes you have already attached to the back pattern. Now you have to attach the front pattern to the yoke. How to do it? Now, when you see it very carefully, guys, very careful. When you see it carefully, you see this. This is your back with 2 layers. This is your front with 1 layer. So you have 2 yoke shoulders and 1 shoulder of the front. Yeah. Now you have to make sure that these two are very well creased and they are flat. Otherwise you will have a bulk when you are stitching. So if you have any problem, you can even secure that with your awl pins. And if you have given running stitch or a lap seam, as I told, it will almost automatically sit on that. Or you can iron it flat once and see. Now, okay, keep that aside, right? I'm not using these right now. Now, what you do, hold these 2 and this 3 layers together, and now listen carefully what I'm doing. What I do now, These seams have to go inside, right? It have to go like this. It have to go like this, right? Now I cannot fold it like this and stitch over here and I say yeah over. No, you cannot do that. So what you do, hold it like this. Now guys, out of the 3 layers what you have, what you do, hold the front body, shoulder, yeah, and then one of the next layer of yoke like this. Can you see this? Yeah, and then leave this part straight like that. Can you see? I left it. Now hold this, push this part inside, okay, and see, push this part inside, and these two are anyhow I'm holding already, and now this part you bring it to this. See, again the three. I'm telling you again. 1 second, hold on. I kept my body properly. This is back front. This is front or back right side, front right side, and all the 3 layers together. Now what I'll do, first body, hold the shoulder, hold the next part of the yoke, right, and all the seam elements have to be very exact, and open it. Yeah, now the thing is, if you have to stitch this like that, it have to be stitched like this, right? So it's just a mark so that you understand what am I doing, right? Hold these 2 layers, open like that, and this gets open. Now what you do, this part you just fold it inside, fold it, and now this part and this part you bring this mark, pink what I marked, onto this pink. Yeah, see, like this, and make sure the whole yoke part goes in, and see, this matches like this. Yeah, all the 3 layers are again together. Now once more, what I'll do, this time I'll mark the whole line with pink. Yeah, and this also whole line with pink. Done. Now what I did, hold this layer, hold this layer, 2 layers, hold it like that, and now this, push this, the whole fabric back, and now this layer, so this line comes on this. So you hold it, you raise it, you need to push this more, yeah, and then bring this line to this line. Yeah, so see, push everything inside, only this line onto this line. Now your shoulder is ready, guys. So you know what is your seam elements, just stitch on it. Now guys, I'm stitching on the seam allowances. I'm just giving a running stitch right now. You will have to stitch a back stitch or machine stitch. Make sure that other than these 3 layers, nothing else is getting entangled between your stitch. You want, you can secure it with your ball head pins and then stitch it. This is, I forgot to knot, do the knotting. Yeah, this, see, I stitched, see, all the 3 layers, right? Now just knot it there. Yeah, You know how to knot it. Yeah. Chop it. Khatam. Now guys, how to open it? Now it became a bag. Here, this is it, right? Now, whatever you tried to push inside the body, yeah, hold this end, not towards the neckline, towards the armhole. Okay, sorry, towards the armhole, not towards the neckline. Hold the piece, okay, like this, and just pull the armhole from inside. And it comes out like a bag. See? It came out. See guys? Done your yoke? Done? That's it. See, no bulge here because I have secured and I have traced my seam allowance perfectly. If you have traced, there will be no bulk or no bubble formation anywhere. Yeah. So, this is one side of my shirt, right? The same way you have to stitch the other side.